So is the screen visible? Sir, is the screen visible?
No, no, no. Your screen is not visible.
Okay, sir, just. Sir, is it visible
Yes,
now?
very much visible.
Okay. So a very good afternoon to all the prestigious delegates, professors, as well as students gathered in the conference. I'm Richa Shukla, the student of Veena Sharma ma'am, and I will be presenting a poster which is entitled Kalancho Penata Lamper's Miracle Leaf, a comprehensive review of its ethnobotany and medicinal aspects. So moving on with this, Kalancho Penata, which is basically called and commonly called as a miracle leaf, life plant, Gothe plant, or cathedral bells, is also being given a scientific name which is called as Bryophyllum pinnata. The plant variety is very much popular in the tropical countries and it is originated in the lands of Madagascar. In 1921, a scientist which was named as Rudolf
Ma'am,
Steiner.
please open your PPT.
Sir, it is a poster presentation, so we were instructed to be making it in the form of a poster only.
Okay, so then please open your poster.
So I have already shared the screen and the poster is open.
No, not visible then.
Okay.
Only screenshots file are visible.
Okay, sorry, sir. Just a sec. Sir, is it visible now?
No.
Sir, is it visible now?
No, not visible.
Sir, is it visible now?
Yes, yes, visible.
Is it visible? Okay.
Yes.
Shall I proceed? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So in 1921, this plant is being presented by a scientist which was named as Rudolf Steiner for the treatment of hysteria. Hysteria is basically a condition which is a neurological disorder related with the excitability of emotions. However, in the preceding time, the plant variety was also used for the treatment of a variety of hyperactivity maladies as well. The plant species is also found to be a rich source of numerous secondary metabolites such as quercetin, camphorol glycosides, as well as luteolin and desmoids glycosides as well. The basic objective of this study is being split into two parts. First, we have illustrated the ethnobotanical aspects and medicinal aspects of the plant variety that is Kalancho pinnata. And second, the plant variety exhibits a very active anti-urolithical property which is being seen into the plant. So moving on with this is the tropical countries including India, Madagascar, Nigeria, Philippines, Indonesia. In all these countries, the plant is used very much for its ethnobotanical as well as traditional aspects. It has been seen that the stems as well as the leaves of the plant are very much bitter in taste and they are used as an effective treatment against diarrhea as well as vomiting. In India, the leaves of the plant are used as a hepatoprotective herb as it is used to treat jaundice. The plant is also used to cure insect bites and to treat conditions like wound healing and bruises. The leaf preparations of the plant are antipyretic in nature and they are used for the treatment of malaria as well in countries like Africa, Asia, and Latin America. In addition to these attributes, Kalancho pinnata lampers is also used for a number of pharmacological as well as medicinal aspects as well. The number of pharmacological aspects related to the species include overactive bladder syndrome, antimicrobial activity, anti-leishmanial activity, insecticidal activity, cytotoxic and anti-tumor activity, anti-inflammatory activity, anti-ulcer activity, anti-analgesic activity, antioxidant activity, as well as immunomodulatory activity as well. The species is also known to treat disorders related to sleep and neurological syndromes. However, the most intriguing and the most fascinating attribute which is linked to Kalanchoe pinnata is its ability to reduce and to decrease or basically remove the number of kidney stones from gallbladder as well as from kidney. So in the case of gallbladder, the condition is known as cholelithiasis. However, the problem which is linked to this thing is that the exact mechanism of action which is linked with the anti-urolithical property of this plant is not very much studied. Hence, uh, in order to elevate this kind of work, this review is being presented so that an enhanced knowledge among the research community and the prestigious researchers which are related to the concerned field of study to further study the properties related to the anti-urolithic property of the plant. So in conclusion, I will say that the present review is being given in order to enhance the knowledge for the researchers which are basically concerned directly or indirectly with this type of study, so that they can simply so that these kind of review articles can simply help in the researchers to providing enhanced knowledge about the plant species, so that it will provide a therapeutic naturally plant derived compound to serve as a medicine for the treatment of kidney stones and the various deleterious symptoms associated with the condition. So with this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Next participant, Sakshi Sharma. Next participant, Sakshi Sharma. After that, Kusum Sharma.
I'm
Sakshi
audible,
Sharma.
sir?
Yes, yes, you are very much
Yes, sir.
audible. Please proceed.
Okay, sir. Is my screen visible to you, sir?
No, no, no. Your screen is not visible.
Is it now visible, sir?
Yes, visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Sakshi Sharma, from the Department of Bioscience and Biotechnology, Banastali Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan. I am pursuing my PhD under the supervision of Professor Veena Sharma, and it is my extreme pleasure to present my poster in front of such eminent and diligent experts. The topic of my today's poster is an assessment on Withania somnifera for its antioxidant inputs and molecular modus vivendi towards anti-aging. It all started from investigating how the aging effect diminishing by Withania semnifera due to its enormous antioxidant and telomerase, telomerase enhancing activities. Coming to the introduction part, biological aging, senescing, is the process of change in the organism which over the time lower the probability of survival and reduce the physiological capacity for self-regulation and repair in environmental demands. There are so many herbal plants available in biosphere that are being used from ancient time for their curative properties. In Ayurveda, Withania somnifera is widely claimed to have potent sedative and life prolonging properties. It is also used as journal enhancing, energy enhancing, and promote good memory and have enormous antioxidant properties. In many studies, it has been found that ashwagandha root extract consisting of several vitanoids, thus providing anti-aging effect through enhancing the telomerase activities. In this poster, this is my study plant, that is Vinthania somnifera, that is commonly known as ashwagandha. Coming to this diagram demonstrates how aging alters the cellular and molecular system of the cell, which include various parameters such as telomerase shortening, membrane alteration in antioxidant defense, organelle damage. Ashwagandha having molecular level repair attributes. Telomere shortening has been pointed to as the main factor that speeds up cell aging and promotes degeneration processes with each DNA replication. The telomeres are progressively shortened, leading to the appearance of critical shorter telomeres. Telomerase is the key enzyme involved in the chromosomal end protection and repair from shortening during replication. Thus, we have found that ashwagandha is responsible for enhancing telomerase activity and also helping the mechanism of DNA repair and molecular level. Thus, it is considered as an anti-aging herb. Ashwagandha have also antioxidant properties. The active principle of Withania somnifera have been tested for antioxidant activities using the major free radical scavenging enzymes such as superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione peroxidase. Decreased activity of these enzymes due to the aging and other environmental factors leading to the accumulation of toxic oxidative free radicals and resulting in degenerative effects. An increase in these enzymes would represent increased antioxidant activity and thus protective effect on the tissue of our body. Now coming to this diagram shows that Withania somnifera inhibits the shortening of chromosome, which can be caused by unhealthy lifestyle, poor nutrition, physical and mental stress, aging, etc. Coming to the conclusion and future direction, Withania somnifera, also known as ashwagandha, is a well-known herb in the Ayurvedic and long been known for possessing antioxidant effect that destroy free radicals and cure cell from oxidative stress. It also have the life-changing attributes that is found to be beneficial at molecular as well as it enhance the telomerase activity and play a major role in anti-aging. Although the effects of herb are quite promising for use as multi-purpose medicinal agent, several limitations exhibit in the current literature. There is a need to explore more about the herb and more clinical trials are required to support its safe therapeutic use. So, due to the amazing beneficial of majestic natural herb, it can be used to cure various illness and anti-aging state. These are the references related to my work. In conclusion, thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Any
much, ma'am.
questions? Okay, sir.
No, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Next participant, Sakshi Sarma.
No problem. Hello.
Sorry. Next participant, Kusum Sarma.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, please present.
Just a moment, sir. I'm visible, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
No, not visible.
Okay. Just a moment, sir.
No, not visible.
Okay, sir.
After that, next participant Pooja Singh, Manisi, and Aditya Karmakar.
Can you please allow Sakshi's system? I'll show you. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I think there's any problem with Kusum's window. Can the organizer please allow Sakshi's system? We'll share from there.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Please. Please proceed.
Yeah. Please allow Sakshi's system. We'll share from there.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, please proceed.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, please proceed. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please proceed.
Huh? I'm audible, sir?
Yes, yes, very much audible. Please proceed.
I'm audible.
Yes, yes, audible.
Hi. I'm audible, sir?
Ma'am, please proceed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Kusum Sharma, from the Department of Bioscience and Biotechnology, Manasri Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan. I'm pursuing my PhD under the supervision of Dr. Sharma, and it's my extreme pleasure to present my postdoc in front of such legend and experts in the field. The topic of my postdoc is aromatherapy triggers gene-specific biotin in hepatocyte targeting inflammatory mechanism, possible implication in pharmacotherapy. In the recent times, use of alternative and complementary medicine is a prevalent therapy which gained the momentum. Aromatherapy is one of the complementary therapies which uses essential oils as the major therapeutic potential to target various diseases. Essential oil is a hydrophobic and volatile components involved in modulating the inflammatory mechanism, including cell cycle regulatory genes, apoptotic factors, cytokines, and many others. Non-alcoholic disease and the most common cause of chronic liver disease, the major risk factor for human disease at the organ level. Aromatherapy encompasses a wide spectrum of disease ranging from simple steatosis, excessive accumulation of fat mainly in the form of triglycerides, and alcoholic, steatohepatitis, like hepatitis, that includes along with inflammation and fibrosis and end-stage disease, cirrhosis and liver failure, and a subsequent potential hepatocellular carcinoma. To overcome this disorder, consumption of essential oil claims that hepatocyte is through gene expression analysis using microarray approach. So coming to the aromatherapy targeting inflammation. As a liver that has many functions and is the principal detoxifying organ, acting in the clearance of pathogens, toxic chemicals, and metabolic waste products from the body, also contributing for the adequate function of other organs. It implicates heavily almost all physiological systems to maintain the homeostasis. As a liver disease is highly prevalent in the world, oxidative stress and inflammation are the most important epidemic events in the liver disease. Continuous exposure of the liver to some factors such as viruses, alcohol, fat, biotransformed metabolites can cause a hepatic injury, which can lead to inflammation and liver degeneration. When the injury is sustained for a long time, it can cause chronic liver diseases, which occur in multi-stage process of fibrosis, cirrhosis, and hepatocellular carcinoma. Aromatherapy implicates the use of essential oil to improve human health, as essential oil mainly the act as an antioxidant, which can be effective against oxidative stress and inflammation. Thus, it prevents the oxidation of biomolecules, gene mutation, malignant transformation, and cell damage. It targets the inflammatory cytokines, mainly the interleukin 6 and TNF alpha, nitrogen monoxide. Due to the role of hepatocytes in drug metabolism, xenolytics, and immunogenesis compounds, these cells become the target of ROS and RNS, giving a reactive oxygen metabolites. Therefore, an important antioxidant defense system exists at the cellular level. It involves mainly the GSH, SOD, catalase, GST, which exhibit numerous and versatile functions, and therefore cells prevent itself from toxicity, which ultimately reduce inflammation. Next, coming to the gene expression profiling. It explains the expression of multiple genes at a single time. It measures the mRNA level, showing the pattern of genes expressed by cells at the transcription level. Different techniques are used to determine the gene expression. These include DNA microarray and sequencing technology. What is microarray? Microarray is one of the most recent advances being used for the research purpose, and it involves microspots of probe molecules are immobilized in an array format on a solid support and exposed to the samples containing the corresponding target molecule is a revolutionizing the way biological research is performed. It allows the simultaneous analysis of thousands of molecules of unique chemistry within a single experiment. It is based on a different hybridization strategy, in which all the mRNA that is expressed in the cell is copied into the cDNA using reverse transcriptase and then used to hybridize with a long sequence of DNA alignments in a microarray platform. Further, the technique evolved mainly from the southern blotting technique, where the fragmented DNA attached to a substrate and then probed with a single gene. And the application of micro gene discovery, toxicogenomics, pharmacogenomics, and molecular diagnostics, etc. And then conclusion of the study, the protective effect of aromatherapy provided the way to target its role as a therapeutic agent in inflammatory diseases. Microarray analysis suggests a gene expression profiling that helps to test the incidence of a particular markers in inflammatory disorders. Thank you. Any questions? So you are not.
Next participant, Pooja Singh.
Yes, sir, I'm present.
Then please proceed.
Sir. My screen is visible to all.
Your sound is very low.
I will use the mic.
You are not audible.
Now I'm audible.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
I'm audible.
Yes, yes, audible, very much audible.
Okay, now I will proceed. First of all, good evening to respected sir and ma'am, and thank you for the opportunity to present myself in front of you. Special thanks to Mr. Siddharth sir for this opportunity of this conference. My name is Pooja Singh from the Maharishi Markandeshwar University in the Department of MSc Biotechnology. My presentation is based on the efficacy of methylene blue dye in breast cancer, diagnosis, significance, and their applications also. So now these outlines of my slide. Radiological dyes, utilization of the radiological dye in the breast cancer with their predictive values, and how we can assessing the axillary node status from the breast cancer, and radiological dye for diagnosis purpose, and precautions before the surgery and their conclusion. Now it's about the radiological dye. Now you can read those kind of points which I am showing in my slide. And now I'm explaining about the radiological dye. Radiological dye is a substance that radiologists use to see your organ and tissue more clearly in the medical images. Contrast media, basically they are used. The contrast media is that the gadolinium is the contrast media which they were used to improve the visibility of your internal organ. They were using these kind of contrast media in your MRI, CT, tomography, angiography. Those tests are used for the cancer. Next is the currently used iodine-based contrast media. It is based on the ionic and the monomeric and non-ionic
commonly to visualize your tissue and the organs. Special dyes, radioactive isotope, and the tracer. Those elements are using in such amount for your X-ray. They travel and gather in the area of the body where we are used to being examined. Radioactive dye injection into the body. Injection which they were using into your blood
Excuse me.
vessels. This case,
Excuse me, Pooja
but
Singh.
with the day of day, disappear. And role of mark and tattoo. If I explain about the role of mark and tattoo, actually the
Excuse me,
radiation
पूजा
is
सिंह,
used, which is
आपका
used these
स्लाइड्स
kind of
शो नहीं हो रहे हैं, आपके
uh,
स्लाइड्स विजिबल नहीं है.
now it's visible.
No, only first slides are visible.
Now
No.
wait, I will use again the sharing key. So now it's visible.
No. Yes, visible.
The outlines are visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm talking about the role of mark in the tattoo. Actually, these kind of terms used by your radiologist to mark your particular site where they can align or where they can align or the desired treatment of the area. Next, the utilization of radiological dye in breast cancer. Now, according to the doctor, the most frequent cancer in the woman or in India is the breast cancer, which account 25 to 32% malignancies. Women in the Indian cities, actually, those kind of cancer is ongoing. If you have not your particular lifestyle, if you are not maintaining your hygiene, and if you are not able to taking up particular exercises in your daily routines, now this is the second most common cancer in the rural area. But my particular focus is about their diagnosis method. So I will go through this. The breast cancer diagnosis with the dye. These are particular dyes which is used: isosulfane blue, patent blue, methylene blue, indocyanine blue. These are the stages of breast cancer. Is my slide is visible?
Outline is visible only now.
Not visible, sir.
No. Please accept your request of control.
Allow.
Okay. Okay.
Now it's visible.
Continue.
Okay. These are the stages of breast cancer with their survival rate. So say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. First, there's a tumor. After that, it will grow and it is spread in your the lymph node. Then it will grow in inches. Then spread in your beyond the breast, nearby the area of the body with the survival rate. These are the predictive value which I plot the graph according to the research paper, the isosulfane, methylene blue, and the indocyanine green. So mostly my focus is in the methylene blue because it is a low in cost and low in cost also, and easily available, and there is a very less side effect in the patient body. Now here I'm presenting the axillary node status of breast cancer, how the radiologists use these kind of dyes or the techniques to remove the cancer from the particular site in the breast. So first they use the injection. The injection is the intraparenchymal subalveolar injection, which is used by which is they use to methylene dye, and they inject in the body of the patient body with the probe. And after some time, when they stain the lymph node, they use the probe to detect the particular site. And during the radiologists use a particular wire and the needle through which they mark. In the previous, you see, I'm talking about the markers and the tattoos. So those things are used in particular this kind of procedure. So they mark that site. After that, the surgeon used to surgery and remove the axillary node. So, why they remove the axillary node? Because it's a less chance to reoccurrence of the cancer and the metastasis. So it is a better diagnosis method is that we can go through the biopsy and remove the particular cancer from the body. Now the radiological dye for the diagnostic purpose. So breast MRI contrast material. So I already told you about the gadolinium. Gadolinium is the injection which is used in the vein of in the arm, and during the examination, which help to show any abnormal area of the breast tissue. Blue dye for sentinel lymph node. It is an effective diagnostic tool to in axillary staging in the breast cancer. Commonly used these techniques to employ the isosulfane and most of the dyes which I talked in the previous they were using. The iodinated contrast medium for mammography. First, to examine the breast cancer, they use a mammography. So in the mammography, these techniques are used. Iodinized contrast medium are used to improve the visibility of the breast lesions and the assessment of the tumor. Next, the molecular breast imaging by the radioactive tracer. So there is a special camera. So there is a special camera to look the sign of breast cancer during the test in the patients to rescue by the injection of the radioactive tracer. Like if we use a particular dye, so it will not work. We need a particular tracer. We need a particular indicator which can indicate the particular side where there's the cancer are present in the body. So we use a radioactive tracer with the dye to mix this, and then we proceeding to inject in the patient body. The patient we allow to patient to sit in the front of the machine, then take a picture of the breast using the camera, then detect, and then we can go for the radiation therapy. So there's a precautions before the surgery. Patients are advised to not eat or drink anything after the midnight, because the diet is most important factor in your daily life or also in your surgery or any kind of treatment. Also, also to take a proper healthy diet to lose the weight, because if you are in a obesity of you are gaining the weight, it's the most difficult to after the surgery to cure your wounds. So actively exercise before the surgery because it increase your metabolism, it increase the efficiency to fight against any kind of infection. So exercise is most important. Also advised to stop drink alcohol and smoking also, because those things containing the carcinogenesis agent. And in medication, it's very important to stop the anti-inflammatory painkiller and blood thinning. Like why I add the blood thinning, because during the surgery, if the surgeon use a cut in the patient body, if he will if he was taking the blood thinning agent, so it thin their blood, so the clotting factor rate is going to be down. So after that, it's very difficult to stop the blood, or during the surgery, the flow of blood to stop is very difficult. So the conclusion of my slide is that there is only reliable technique to diagnose the breast cancer through a biopsy. At the core of the tissue is removed from the vorisum area during the biopsy. So the methylene blue dye is more widely available, less expensive, and few complications in the patient than the other. It has been reported that the dye ejection from the body through urinary tract. So the doctor used a specialized needle instrument that guide by an X-ray on the imaging test. These are my references where I study through the research paper these kind of details. And my advice is that please be safe and be aware what you eat and what you use in your daily life, because nowadays cancer is rising like a fire in a forest. So it's better to be active and be focused on your diet, and special do your exercise. So after that, my presentation is over. If anyone have any queries, so they may freely ask the question.
Thank you so much, Pooja Singh. Nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Special thanks to you, sir.
Yes, Miss Pooja. Myself, Sushil, Dr. Sushil. Are you getting
Yes,
my voice?
yes, sir.
Yeah. Under whom you are working right now?
Sir, Dr. Nidrashna.
Okay. So it is advised to you all, the research scholars, especially whenever you are under any research without any professional field, then you must include your guide name or the credential of the presentation at first. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then,
Actually,
yeah.
abstract I had. Okay, now I forget. Sorry.
Okay, no matters, but it is the ethical and professional issue whenever you have to present any matter and if you are working under any supervision of anyone. Okay, as you are the MSc biotechnology student, so there should be a credential persona that may take the credential, the presentation matters and the authentication. Okay. Secondly,
Yes.
you have used the term methylene blue, the role in the diagnosis of breast cancer. But during the presentation, you move certain other clinical, non-clinical aspects, but you dealt about the objectives very little. So could you may explain in a nutshell what is the role of methylene blue in the diagnosis?
Sir, actually, methylene blue used to stain the synaptical lymph node in the patient body. So we are using those dye to stain the synaptical lymph node in the patient body. After that, it is easy to remove those synaptical lymph node from the patient body, because if we remove the synaptical lymph node, it will low risk of the cancer and the metastasis in the patient's body. Sir, your mic is mute.
Yeah, definitely. Second thing, you have used the term biopsy. What's the role of biopsy? Yeah. What is the role of
Sir,
biopsy?
sir, biopsy is that we use a yes, sir. Sir, role of biopsy is that we use a particular tissue from the patient body. After that, we can examine the particular any kind of changes or any kind of we use the biopsy particular tissue from the patient body for the examination. If the cancer stages of or any kind of abnormality from the patient body.
Definitely, it means it is a diagnostic step through the biopsy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is the
Yes,
stage of the cancer in the patient at a certain location
yes,
and
sir.
certain tissues? But during the presentation, you have used the term biopsy help in the whatsoever the recognition therapy. But it is directly not helps in the therapy. It provides certain stages about the cancer. Thereafter, the clinicals and the doctors can take the necessary steps to means work upon the particular stage of the cancer. Okay, so nice presentation,
Yes.
Pooja, but keep in mind certain aspects during the presentation. And meanwhile, in the presentation, your slide was not visible. And in the last, when you presenting the conclusion, then slide was very much visible. So it's a maybe
Sir,
some
maybe
type
due to
of
that.
glitch because of the network issue. But good luck.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It was my first presentation presenting in front
Yeah,
of you all.
yeah, definitely. You try to best in your future again. And definitely it was a mind blowing for us also at the level of PG. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And ma'am, best of luck, best wishes. And next participant is Manisi Rathuri. And this is the last presentation.
For today.
Please proceed.
Last presentation for today.
Yes, yes. Last presentation for today. Please proceed. Manisi Rathuri. Your voice is not audible.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, very much audible. Please proceed.
A very good evening to all of the delegates and my fellow researchers. Today, I, Manishi Raturi from Shulni University of from Faculty of Applied Sciences and Biotechnology, I'm going to present my study on comparative study of lactobacilli diversity in raw alpine milk of Himachali Pahadi and New Jersey cow breeds. The microbial composition of milk known for health-related implication on consumption of raw milk contaminated with pathogens can lead to several illnesses. In contrast, it is also claimed by many studies that milk microbes contribute to health by aiding digestion or by reducing the frequency of allergies, including asthma and atopic diseases, especially in individuals who have consumed raw milk during the early stages of life. Phenotypic methods are those which have been traditionally employed and involved to identify microbes with morphological, biochemical, or physiological characterization. These testing methods are still the standard in industrial settings and typically involve tests to determine total bacterial count, reflecting general milk quality, or to detect specific pathogens or other microbes, which indicate whether contamination has occurred or not. Lactobacillus is a gram-positive bacteria which is present in abundance in raw milk, and it is a technologically relevant bacteria used to make probiotics and fermented food and other health supplements. Uh, uh, some studies have indicated that lactobacillus were enumerated during the summer season in raw cow milk. Season also affects their population in the milk sample. Other studies also indicate that in the uh, in the first 24 hours, the bacterial population majorly contains of lactic acid bacteria, and from the rest time from 48 to 72 hours, psychotrophic bacterial population dominates the milk microflora. So we have isolated 41 bacteria from the New Jersey and the Himachali Pahadi cows. 21 were from the Himachali Pahadi cow milk sample collected from Bajhol, Tatul and Kiar villages nearby the Shuni University, and 20 bacterial isolates were from New Jersey cows. In this study, we have tried to address the lactobacilli population in these two cow milk samples. This following table depicts the to the chosen drug ceftriaxone. Sir, are my slides visible?
Yes, visible,
Yes,
very
visible,
much.
visible.
But they are currently not visible to me.
Okay, it's not visible to you because of certain issue, but you carry on. No problem, madam.
Okay, sir.
You are presenting right now the results. Okay, plus minus results showing occurrence
Okay,
and
sir.
non-occurrence. You can restart
The
if
plus
any
sign
issue.
in the table The plus sign in the table determines the resistance of the bacterial isolates towards the chosen drugs, and the minus determines their sensitivity towards the drug. We have used this resistance and sensitivity pattern to create an intrinsic antibiotic resistant profile of bacteria, which we are using as a tool to as we are using as a tool to group bacteria under certain categories, as we generally do genetic identification using 16 sRNA sequencing. Instead, we have done this IAR as a cost-effective approach uh, and to calculate the diversity based on ecological indices. My slide is not visible to me, so able to.
No, very much visible. You continue. Now the slide is biotype based on IAR profiling.
So we have created 11 biotypes in total, and the bacteria which showed similar patterns were grouped under these biotype. Like biotype 1 contains 12 bacteria showing similar sensitive or resistance pattern toward the drug. Similar is biotype 2, which contains these two isolates. Biotype 3 contains 3 bacteria with the same pattern, while biotype 4 contains 4 bacteria with the same pattern, and biotype 5 contains 7 bacteria showing same resistance activity towards a drug. 6 contain the 5 bacteria. Biotype 7 contains a single bacteria. Similarly, 8 also contain only single bacteria showing a different pattern. Biotype 9 contain 2 bacteria. Biotype 10 contain 3, and biotype 11 contain only 1 bacteria. So, using ecological diverse indices has been advocated by Hill and co-workers and also used by other scientists, and a few reports also exist using these indices for the diversity measurement of milk bacterial population. In our samples, it were observed that higher richness exists in the bacterial population when we use the Shannon index, which we were able to understand that evenness is low in the bacterial population on the Simpson index. Here, the Simpson index is 0.14, which shows that our sample has a rich bacterial population, because if our population stand in the one category, then there would be no richness in the bacterial population. These are the data set totals that indicates the alpha diversity. Okay, I will conclude my presentation by telling the future perspectives. First of all, uh, the diversity and the quality of probiotic products in the market is a trending challenge for the scientific community and also for the food and dairy industries, as consumers are now more aware about the health implications of probiotic species. Also, selecting a good bacteria with an excellent antibiotic resistance profile is also the focus area, as if the bacteria is unable to is less sensitive to certain drug, how will it protect the host from the pathogenic bacteria? And antibiotic resistance is an increasing problem nowadays, and WHO has even recognized this problem at a global level. Continuous emphasis or focus is being laid by the researchers for the development of new safe probiotic strain from unexplored sources, such as we have tried to isolate lactobacilli from Himachali Pahadi cow, which has not been done yet. Whether there are some studies which only focus on the IgG content and physical chemical properties of Himachali Pahadi cow milk. These are the selected references I have used in my study. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now the session is closed and I would like to invite you, Dr. Sushil Kumar Upadhyay, sir. Please conclude today's session.
Yeah, Mr. Siddharth, thank you so much. It was a very fruitful day today. We have started our session in the morning with 4 delegates, 2 from the international resources, 1 from Nigeria, Dr. Usman Marjango, and other from Durham University, England, Dr. Deepti Sharma. And meanwhile, we have learned about Dr. L.R. Singh from Delhi University, and thereafter our alumna has completed BTech from MMDM to University. Engineer Siddharth, who is currently working as a PhD research scholar and teaching associate in NIT Jalandhar, has also presented his work on a very illuminating theme, and it was a very fruitful session in the morning. And the entire session was followed by the delegates presentation and young scholars presentation that is amalgamated with several postgraduates and undergraduate students who presented their work in the form of either poster or oral presentation. The eve posters and oral presentations presented by the young scholars, postgraduate students was outstanding and very much diversified. The students selected the papers from different disciplines falling under the principal themes of the conference related to the plant science, medical science, clinical bioscience, pharmaceutics, and chemistry, biophysics, nanotechnology, and many more. I can't get enumerate it in the form of number and discipline. And I suppose it was double dozens of the presentation of the delegates and young scholars. And in the mean 2 days, last 1 day and 2 days, we have included about more than 55 presenters from the young scholars, and there are many more delegates and more than 10 of that resource persons from India and out of India as well. So both these 2 days was very much fruitful, and I wish all the best for the day tomorrow for the final day of the conference. I wish presenters as per the schedule will be available for the tomorrow session also. So good luck once again to you all the participants, delegates and resource persons. Thank you very much for giving time to us and sharing experiences with us. And I'm also thankful to the organizing team who is sparing their time with us for making this event a grand success and managing it very well. And Mr. Siddharth, all the credit get to you also because you are whole day you are in the discipline and managing the entire session by as per the schedule one by one, time to time. So thank you all and thank you Siddharth with the organizing team as well. Over to Siddharth for last and concluding remark and yesterday points.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, everyone. Invite delegates, chief guests, and plenary speakers, keynote speakers, as well participants, and invite delegates. And today, I will send the list of the tomorrow's participants who will present tomorrow, and I will also call you. And thank you. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind to you all. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.